Hello everyone, Happy New Year, this is VJose32 back again with another edition of What's on Deck. Of course, did not have a video last week because, well, it was Christmas and I was otherwise occupied and I had family over and also there wasn't too much really to talk about. So, we got more to talk about this week. Let's get right on into it. Start off with Kickstarter. First of all, we got the Bicycle Nyx playing cards, NYX from Collectible Playing Cards, 75% funded, 19 days to go. Their last project as well, the Bicycle Air, just funded. I believe yesterday or the day before it just ended, it did fund. This one is almost funded. They need $1,000 more. It is based on Nyx, the Goddess of Darkness. From Greek mythology. Sounds like a pretty good theme to me. It's custom, as you can see. Nice spade tip there with Nyx on it. Nice back design. Nice court cards. They do look like pretty much repeating court cards, which is unfortunate. But they're not bad. And I guess they're just all supposed to be Nyx on them. I don't know. I guess they're not, repeating court cards. They're definitely not. The faces are basically the same or similar, but the bodies are different from one to the other. So I guess, they're not exactly repeating court cards. And they're nice custom pips. Nice jokers, different than what they usually do, so I like them. And I think you should check them out for sure, of course. Next up, we got Flamenco 1 playing cards by Nicholas Zaitoon. It's funded, 29 days to go. Can't remember if I mentioned it last time. It's a couple of weeks ago. But this is basically, actually, I don't think I did mention it. It's only a $250 goal. Easy peasy. They're basically is trying to start a playing card company and is developing prototypes. So he's running a project for that. Kickstarter is not about developing prototypes. Kickstarter is about producing an actual product. The back design is pretty simple, not very exciting. As you can see, they're just a bunch of diamonds. But look, instead of making them horizontal, instead of making them vertical, he made them horizontal. Yay. Minimalist style court cards. And he's got a variety of different colors, pinks and orange, blue, and gray, I believe that is. He's also got another one here, the Flamenco Burger deck. Actually, I might have mentioned this one already, but here's the Flamenco Burger. It's got a hamburger theme to it with the back design, even though it's one way. And the court cards and the pips and everything, they're all different things like lettuce and tomato and beef and I guess onion. Or no, maybe that's mustard. I don't know what the old thing is. But it's just weird. It's an interesting idea. It's different, but it's still weird. The jokers are onion. I believe printed by MPC, but I don't know. If I was looking to start a company, I would be setting a much higher goal and producing a much better product, I think. They're not going to get anywhere, I don't think, with this kind of support, lackluster support. But anyways, moving along, they got Chambliss Giabi Entropy playing cards by Ginger Valentino Verga. 44% funded, 4 days to go. Not looking too likely at this rate, because, they still need like $6,000 more. Carnival de Muertos playing cards is funded, well funded, you can see by that, with 48 hours to go. They did apparently hit a stretch goal, but again, this is not the first time they've done this. It's really bizarre. The stretch goal is for a deck that's going to be available in a different project. Last I checked, that's not how stretch goals work. The point of stretch goals is when backers hit a certain amount of funding, they get a bonus, whether it's another deck of cards to add on, whether it's a gift, like stickers or coins or whatever. Not, yay, we unlocked the deck for a different project. That makes zero sense. That's not a stretch goal. Why is it even a stretch goal? If you want to do another deck and another project, by all means, that's not much of a gift to backers for hitting a certain goal. Anyway, because I mean, on top of that, not only is it a different project, but then it's going to end up costing us additional shipping when we could have just had it all in one project. But anyways, moving along, Visa playing cards from House of Playing Cards, Patrick Kuhn and Alex Pandrea, funded, 13 days to go. I mean, it's not a bad looking deck, but fairly standard compared to most Kickstarter decks, and just ridiculous that they want you to spend, random amount, or whatever the amount of money it was, 30 bucks, whatever it was, for a DVD, just to get the red deck when I don't want a DVD. Like, forcing me to pay for something I don't want ain't gonna happen. Not to mention, excessive shipping, in my opinion, especially compared to what they usually charge me on their website, which is like $8. And here they want me to pay double, basically. So I'm not interested in it. I'll get this all on their website later on, more than likely. Next up, Free Little Pigs playing cards by Derek McGee, Pure Imagination Projects. 29% funded, 12 days to go. Not looking too good unless they get a lot of resellers throwing money at them in the next week or two. Personally, if I was a reseller, I wouldn't, because obviously there's little demand for this deck and this artwork, so you would just be pretty much flushing your money down the toilet. Fairies of the Forest, Oracle, and Playing Cards by Iska Feinberg, funded, 18 days to go. Akutas has relaunched, that's by KL and NL. It's now 11% funded, 22 days to go. They relaunched their project because apparently there was some kind of shipping miscalculation, so they've tripled their funding goal from $6,000 to $18,000 Canadian, which is pretty ridiculous. How do you have like a $12,000 shipping mistake? That makes no sense to me, and they're not going to fund, no chance in hell, when they triple the goal and, are barely getting any funding. But I studied that one before. Anyway, next up, Bicycle Earth World by Rob Balder. It's funded, 5 days to go. Next up, Frostbite Playing Cards by Sam Wheeler. It's funded, 22 days to go. It's an okay deck. It's got an icy back design, as you can see. I'm not sure how I feel about these random dots in the center. It's a minimalist design, minimalist court cards. Not a big fan of those. The pips are fine. It's going to be produced by the Hansen Xian Production Company, HCPC, aka Expert or Legends or whatever you want to call them, who have done the Chicken Nuggets and Odyssey playing cards. I don't know why he's going through Hansen Chen. Is it cheaper to go through him than Expert or Legends? Possibly, but he's going to use some kind of German Kohler stock with a special finish. Standard cut to maximize performance. Okay. They look like they handle pretty good. I want to get to some of the faces here very quickly. Here are the faces. The pips are fine. What I don't like is that they're all the same color. I know it flourishes. It's made for flourishing, for cardists. They don't care, but other people do care. If people wanted to buy us to play cards or for Magic, it's not so good. I would have preferred if they did, spades and clubs and blue, hearts and diamonds in white, or vice versa. Actually, white wouldn't have worked, I guess, because white on white. But maybe one in a blue, one in a silver color, or, grayish color. Just so there's some distinction between the suits, the blacks and the reds. But that's just a minor thing. And in the tuck case, here's another issue I have. It's very plain. It doesn't say anything on it. When I get a deck of playing cards, I like to see the name, the branding on the front of the tuck case. I like to know what that deck is. And I think most people would like to know what the deck is. You pull out a deck of cards and it doesn't say anything on it. It's like it looks incomplete, and or just missing stuff, and that's what it looks like to me. I know it might interfere with their design or whatever, but if they care about the cards for flourishing purposes, why should it matter if it says the name on the tuck case? But I don't know. There's also apparently some free tutorials. Yippee-yi-yi-ki-yay. A million different ways to play with cards. Yay. Moving along, Harambe playing cards by Brad Blitz. 8% funded, 14 days to go. Not a chance in hell it's going to fund at this rate. I don't think. Even though it has a pretty small goal. It's pretty bizarre that the picture they had featuring Harambe for their deck of cards has been removed for a copyright reason, and they haven't bothered to replace it or change it or do anything with it. They just said screw it. Next up, we got Heroes of the Nations by Timothy Kremer. Funded, 22 days to go. I just wanted to check something. I saw this project is also on Indiegogo, although they got like 0 funding there. And I'm just curious to see if it responded to my comment regarding that. Okay, yes, I did. They posted it there to try it out, but it's not working. Lolita Fashion playing cards by Fei Fan. 0% funded, 9 days to go. Only $1 so far. That's horrible. And it's not going to happen. Barring any kind of major miracle. It's not very exciting anyways. I mentioned it before already. Let's see what else we got here. Oops, I just ummed. Or odd, whatever that was. I just mentioned that because I was in Toastmasters before and I was pretty good at doing speeches and not going or ah. And I noticed that whenever people do talking or speeches, whether it's Obama or somebody else, they're doing a speech and like and it's annoying as hell to me. So anyways, let's move along. The Indiegogo, that's it for Kickstarter, not too much. Butterfly playing cards, of course, funded. You could still get them. Even though the project is over, it's available in demand. There's a couple other ones that I wanted to talk about. You got Real Friends playing cards. It's a classic deck with original illustration from over 30 artists. 70% funded, 31 days to. I really don't see it happening based on the track record of playing card projects on Indiegogo. I also don't understand the name. Real as in movie real, because that really doesn't fit the theme. That's not how you spell, well, real, R-E-A-L. Here you see some of the artwork. It's fine. Presented by some kind of graduates. Remit Badame. Over 30 animators. Wouldn't it be like, 52 or 54 animators? It doesn't specify though. I guess it's just over 30. Some did double duty, I guess. They're fine. It's got some nice artwork, but the name doesn't make much sense to me, and there is no information on who or what is producing it. Apparently, they just need sufficient funds to cover the printing and delivery costs, minimum production volume, which is roughly $1,000. It doesn't say who's producing it, and I don't trust their math. $1,000, I don't know. And they have a $2,000 goal, despite the fact that it's a minimum of $1,000 that they need. I guess that's fine, the doubling up on that, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Maybe, maybe not. It's got some funding, so that's good. Moving along, a couple more I wanted to mention, just because I want to have some fun with them. Not because they're good in any way. Strain Wars playing cards, 0% funded, 39 hours to go. Not going to happen for I don't know how many times now. Give it up already, I say. If you're not, I don't want the creator to give up, but if he's not going to improve the artwork or improve the deck or promote it or do anything to try and make it successful, then just go away. I mean, if you're passionate about this project and you want it to fund, then make it so that people want to back it. Don't just keep pushing the same damn thing over and over and over, because obviously it's not working and people aren't interested, don't like the artwork as is, and that should be telling you something, you know. Most creators would go, okay, we need to do something, we need to change something. Not this guy. Let's just try again. Anyways, moving along. Retro playing cards. 0% funded, 11 days to go. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this one before, how long it's been here, or if it's just a short project. But, come on. By GY Cards. Unique playing cards in Turkey. It's got a retro pinup theme. It's still not nude. It's just a retro theme. It's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of the back design, especially being that it's a one-way and it doesn't match the faces, the border color, and you know, all that random stuff. 0%, $0 of a $10,000 goal, not a chance in hell. Even with a $10 early bird, nobody's been interested. I don't know if it's just nobody knows about it because nobody interested in playing cards goes to Indiegogo and or didn't search for it like me. Also, there's zero information on who is producing this. They say the design is ready, prototype is ready. Well, so is the prototype. I guess that is the prototype in the pictures, but you know, they don't have any information on who is producing these or what quality or anything like that. Zero information. You can't expect people to back a project with no information like that. Then there's playing cards .A2. Oh, here's a new one. This one is based on a modern computer game, .A2, or whatever that stands for. To me, it sounds like a copyright issue. You can't just produce something based on a video game or a computer game without legal issues. What is .A2? What is that? I can't remember what that stands for. It doesn't even say. They think that they just put the abbreviation. Nobody will know what it is. Then we look at the cards. I see this over here. What the hell kind of material is that they're using for playing cards? How do you shuffle that? For riffle shuffle? Like, what kind of material is this? They don't even specify. And, I mean, it's just so random, so weird. And then it looks like the pips and the artwork was just copy and pasted onto this stone type thing. As you can see, it's just really, I'm pretty sure that's all it is copy and paste artwork. They haven't done anything with it. Apparently there's a gold color. The back design, don't even want to know what that is. It's just weird and one way. Look at that thing. How the hell do you play with those? How the hell do you riffle shuffle that? What is it made of? I got zero information on that. It just... Look at that. We are a little blurred image quality to keep the intrigue. We cannot cope without your support. Really? When people back a project, they don't want to be intrigued. They want to know what they're backing. They want to know what the artwork looks like. Not, we'll just wait and see. But again, zero information on who is producing this. Yeah, playing cards, this is more than just plastic rectangles. I can see it's more than just plastic rectangles, but what the hell is it made of? How the hell do you use it? $19 for one deck, US. Not gonna happen. $29 for one gold deck. $99 you get 7 decks, plus a bonus. Nobody's gonna bat this project, obviously. So let's move on. Next we got Splashers playing cards. 0% funded, 30 days left. This just launched. I didn't see it yesterday. By Luis Plasencia. He's in the US, so why not use Kickstarter? I gotta wonder. The back design does appear to be mirror image. It's just a bunch of color. Standard court cards with recoloring. And it looks like different colors per suit, I would say. It's about splashes of color, and that's fine. It's an interesting theme. And they've done that on the court cards as well, the splash color on. You got yellow for hearts and diamonds, blue for spades and clubs. I would have done a different color per suit, personally. They got $7,000 goal. With customizations, metallic inks on the backs. It's an Indiegogo exclusive. And also stretch goals for, I don't know what. With embossing and matte finish on the tuck case. And that's that. Does it say who's producing these? Not that I can tell. No information on who's producing these or what quality it's going to be. But there's going to be metallic inks. Yay. On the back design, that is. Not sure which one, or if it's going to be all of them. Moving along. We got the Circus custom playing card deck. 0% funded. 8 days to go. Nobody's backed this one. Not surprisingly. It's a factory sealed deck of 54 poker sized playing cards. Horrible one-way back design. And horrible court cards. And, you know, faces and everything. Like, the theme, circus playing cards. And we've seen similar themes before. With, like, you know, the bicycle sideshow and whatnot. Sideshow freaks and whatever decks there was. A couple of sideshow decks that we've seen. And they were much better. I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, it's okay. Like I like it fits the theme. What they've got here for the pips, what they're showing us, anyways. For some reason, they're not showing us the 6. Just the 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where's the 6? I don't know. Also, not showing us the ace of spades or any aces, just the court cards and the joker. And from what I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing, it's probably going to be repeating quotes, repeating artwork. It's going to be the same thing for all the 10s, same thing for all the queens, just different pips. Not a big fan of that font as well. Makes it harder to read, being that it kind of blends in with the color of the cards. And, you know, it's just not a big fan. Again, why not show us the aces? Where the hell is the 6? The jokers look like they're copy and pasted off some other deck. Very blatantly. And no information on who's producing these. You know, if I was going to do a circus theme deck, I could come up with something a hell of a lot better, a hell of a lot, pretty easily than what these guys have done, and that would make more sense. Any other artist, I mean, I'm not an artist or anything like that, but I got ideas of what it could be. But any other artist that would, you know, tackle a theme like this could come up with something better. And then look at this too. They got some cards here like the 2, the 4, the 5, the 8, and the 9 that are mirror imaged. They're reversible for some reason. But then other cards like the 3 and the 10 and the 7 that are not reversible, they're not mirror imaged in the artwork. And I don't understand why. If they're gonna make them mirror imaged or reversible, make them all reversible. And if you're not, then don't make any of them. It would have made, I mean, it would have been fine if they didn't have, you know, these other ones just reversed for some reason. Why Why not just have this, merry-go-round as a one-way? I'm not even sure what a fist has to do with a circus. Obviously, the horse, again, should not be mirror image. Same with the bicycle. All that stuff. It's weird. Just throwing random stuff. See what happens. Not going to happen. There's one more that I have to talk about, and that's this one. Custom printed luxury playing cards by 101. 0% funded. $0, £0 as it is. 16 days to go. Not going to happen. I don't know why this is on Indiegogo, why this is a project, and I've seen similar stuff like this, I'm pretty sure, on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. But this is the person that is looking to get people to produce personalized custom playing cards. Why? You could do this on like a dozen different websites. All you have to do is Google it and avoid the hassle and the gamble of going through a project like this. And like I don't understand why this is a project. But it's not going to happen in my opinion. So, a couple more things to mention. Seasons Playing Cards has released a new deck. A little pricey. It's this one right here, 2016 National Playing Card Collector Deck. 100% of the proceeds go to Portfolio52.com, which is a good cause if you're a collector and you use that website. It's a website where you can keep track of your collections. Handmade, you see the Ace of Clubs. Apparently it's the inauguration edition. Only 400. There is a much more limited version as well. The back design is similar to some of his other decks, although it's got a one-way element in the center, and the court cards as well. I'm not sure if the cards were handmade or if it was just a tuck case, but we'll find out in the very near future when it comes. But it's pretty nice, a little bit pricey, but again, if you use that website, you should support it and get the deck. It's not like he's personally profiting off this project, that I can tell anyways. Coming soon, Pitman World. Which is a new deck from, of course, Elfin Playing Cards. It's another Pitman deck. Apparently it's a first ever type of a deck. Whatever that means, we'll find out in the near future. Not exactly sure when it's coming, but you get a bit of an idea of what it looks like. And it looks pretty nice. Then we got Hana, apparently coming by Steve Minty this month sometime. Based on Hanafuda. I don't know what the other cards are going to look like. He has not been doing any kind of updates or had any information. What else we got? There was the Liturgy Treasure deck that was available on United Cardist or UCDeckSales.com. Sold out. For some reason, they didn't even put it on their page. You had to search for it, which is pretty ridiculous and sneaky. People go on there, they're refreshing. Nothing. And, but people eventually found that you had to search for it. Trying to find it. Some information, more information on it. It's pretty limited. Here it is. Apparently they had some issues, big surprise, with the other Liturgy playing cards, and I think one of the colors is not happening, so now they produced this Treasury deck. This is the original ones in bronze stock in green and red. Something happened, but it was like $90 for one of these decks, and I just can't afford that right now. Next up, NOC Snow Leopards from a Blue Crown. Pretty bizarre. He sent out an email. I think it's listed here. But basically these are available for sale And there was a code Holiday 2016 to save 10%. So $8.46 a deck plus shipping. Here's what he said. He said that I sent an email basically that they were originally not going to sell this deck. Yeah, okay, whatever you say. But they've been getting too many emails and, to be honest, complaints that the only way to get these was to spend an X amount of money, that being $50. Not X amount, it was $50. And he never liked that himself. Oh, gee, really? You didn't like that yourself, yet you did it? What kind of an idiot are you? If you don't like it, don't do it. And that there should be an option to get them free as a prize. Or if you don't feel like spending however much money, then you should at least be able to purchase a few decks on their own. This is all I've ever wanted from any playing card website. Whether it's, Illusionist, or Conjuring Arts, or Blue Crown, or Dan and Dave, or Theory 11. Many times they've released decks and it's like, okay, you want this deck, you have to buy a brick to get a free deck. Or you have to have a membership to get it. For most of the times, it's like you have to buy a brick to get a free deck or spend a certain amount of money, like $150, Dan and Dave, to get a free deck. But what if we just want to get the deck and we don't want to spend that kind of money? Why not give us an option to purchase the deck? I would have, gladly paid $20, $25, whatever, for that deck on Dan and Dave's website, instead of spending $150 to get it free on stuff I don't need. But I mean, I'm sure they got rid of some of them. Obviously, they got rid of some of them, but a lot of people weren't going to spend $150, so they probably got a lot of them sitting around. And that's what happened in this case. Very few people, obviously, wanted to spend or did spend $50 on the Blue Crown's website, especially to get this deck for free. So he decided to sell it. It may not have been his intention, like he says here, to sell it, but obviously he's got a whole bunch of decks that he needs to get rid of, so he has no choice. And he could have done, and maybe this was his plan all along. It would make sense to me as well. He says he'd never planned to sell them. I think he did. I think his plan was, people, you can come by, spend $50 and get this deck free, so that he can try to get $50 from as many people as possible. And then he sends out this email, goes, you know what, I'm going to let you buy them. After people have spent $50 to get them for free. And that always happens too many times, whether it's Illusionist or Conjuring Arts or whoever. You spend the money to get a deck for free, whether it's a random amount of money or you buy a brick, and then it shows up later available for purchase. And that just pisses me off. So anyways, I didn't get this one before, but I did get it now, since I didn't have to spend $50. It is just like an ivory color, an off-white color. I really hope... Look at this, Snow Leopard. Signature edition deck, I'm guessing it's Signature Series, except that there's no signature to it. It's pretty bad when he can't get any magicians to put their name on his NOC decks anymore, or work with his website. I think that he should stop NOC decks. It's gone on way too long. Too many colors, too many reprints. And, that is that. But moving along, sorry for ranting there for a bit. There's also a couple more things. First of all, Jackson Robinson has teased this new Pearl Edition Tally Hole deck. Not sure who he's naming that after. I think I might have mentioned that one before. Don't know when it's coming, but I'll keep you posted. Then there's this. Again, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not. But David Blaine has been selling, or was selling, I'm pretty sure he's sold out by now, this signed edition deck. It's a signed Gatorback plus that ABC deck for $100. And I will I'm definitely getting that one. It's on the way. It's pricey, but for the ABC deck, a deck that's only going to be available in a very limited amount on a very rare occasion, why not? I don't know why this guy is posting a picture that somebody else took on Cardify, and why does Cardify not post a picture themselves, but whatever. Moving along, there is these Bicycle J. Crew collector sets in two different sets. There's red and gold set and a black and green set. If anyone can help me out with finding these, I know they've been available on eBay a bit, but I can't really do eBay. If anyone can help me get my hands on, both sets, that'd be great. Apparently, I am a sit disturber. But maybe I have reasons for that too. Anyway, that I think is it. Apparently, the black Artifice and gold Artifice decks were available to everyone recently. There's another one, the Bicycle Packer deck I'm still trying to get my hands on. I've always appreciated help getting stuff, especially if it's like eBay only. Anyways, there's what was I going to look at? I was going to look at something. Oh yes, that's exactly what I was going to look at. CollectiblePlayingCards.com, of course. VJose32 to save 10% on your order. They got some new stuff going down right now. They got the Don Quixote Hidalgo edition and Dawn edition, two different colors are available. Also, the National Playing Card Collection Day deck, $80. Of course, you can get it for $40 on Seasons Playing Cards, and directly help the website. Obviously, a little profiting going on there, but that's fine. And they also got a set of National Playing Card Collection Day decks for $200. It includes that deck plus a much more limited deck that was available just at the convention, the Playing Card Convention, back in October. They also have two new decks that they had on Kickstarter previously, Bicycle Dynamite and Bicycle Nocturnal. They had the women cards and foil backs in gold and emerald, which I've also got coming soon. What else is there? They also got the Bicycle Paris backs, apparently just in blue. I don't know why they don't have red on the website, or at all. Kind of weird. Spirit black playing cards, Makers. And some other ones from Play the Lost Wax, the Memento Mori, the new Bicycle Tattoo, I think it's a third edition, a reprint. Bicycle Astronomy, which I'm still waiting on. The Bicycle Americana deck, Civil War edition, and more. And recently, Arterplay did release a very limited amount, only 100 of the Makers in white. Pissed me off because by the time I got there, they were sold out already, like 2 hours after I received the email. And it pissed me off a little bit. Obviously, you have them, make them available again, give more people a chance to get them. More importantly, I think they should have made them there you go, the white ones sold out apparently. I'll get them eventually, obviously. But, yeah, exclusive crust stock process. No, that's just the standard stock. There's nothing exclusive or random or special about it. But, it is different, as you can see. It is actually white and gold back design, which is fine. It's nice. Outside of that, the faces are the same as the other deck, so it's just a different color. More limited edition, apparently. So I hope to find it eventually. But there is one more on Arterplay that I want to mention that came out the other day, and it's this one here in pink. Come on. The Florist playing cards, which has rolling pins on the back design and some pies. And apparently, for some unknown reason, they decided to make it a one-way back design. I didn't notice until now. It also says delicious donut and pie charts. Yay. Maker of delicious donut and pie charts by Column 5 Media. The first release of 2017. That's right. It just came out today officially, but it was available one day during their Christmas countdown. It reminds me of the Johnny Cupcake decks. I think that's what it's called. Bicycle Johnny Cupcakes or whatever they were. They're not bad. They're definitely customized Yorick a bit. Look at that. They got the definition on there. It's pretty interesting, definitely. Check it out. That is what I got for today. I apologize if this video is a bit long. Stay tuned for more next week, and I'll see you next time with more. Hello everyone, VJJ32 back again. One quick update, what's on deck that I forgot to mention. And that is this deck I just told about. I thought I'd mention it to you. Only 1,000 decks available, produced by Expert Playing Cards, with a thick marble design tuck case with shiny liquid gold interior, I should say, not gold liquid. Marbled red and black pips, numbered gold seal, as you can see. And they say it's a durable air cushion finish, but actually I thought it was produced by Expert Playing Cards. So how can they say air cushion finish? But I guess they're just trying to tell you, it's the same as air cushion finish, even though it's not actually air cushion finish or made by the USPC that I know of, I'm pretty sure. And based on the interior and thickness of the tuck case that it's Expert Playing Cards. It's the marble backs. Unfortunately, they don't show you what those backs actually look like. Very minimal amount of artwork being shown, from the faces to the backs. Nice pips, as you can see, on the 10 of Hearts and Ace of Hearts. That's all you see for the faces. This picture here on the bottom right is all you see for the backs, which is a little concerning to me. Why not show people the actual back design or more of the faces, unless you're trying to hide something or hide that they're fairly standard? And minimalist backs, I don't know. Personally, I was all in getting one, except that it's a PayPal thing, so I can't do it. It's £10 for a deck, £16 for two, which is not bad, I guess, and £50 for six, £4 shipping to the UK, £6 shipping to Europe, and £8 shipping to the rest of the world. A lot of American backers, or a lot of American customers, are going to be turned off by that. I will wait. I'm sure it'll show up somewhere else anyways. By the way, the website is, if you can see at the top, TroyVonSeibner.com. I think that's how you pronounce it. Probably butchering it. Never heard of him before, but he's some kind of magician. They decided to create his own deck. It's nice that he self-funded and then go through, Kickstarter or something. He's also got baseball caps, apparently. It's magic, baby. But £36 for one hat, up to £41 if you're £40 if you're in North America, £40 to Africa, £40 to Asia, £39 to Europe, £40 to South America, £41 to the rest of the world. So if you're in Australia, you get to pay an extra pound. Wow. Anyways, forget that. Let's move on. It's about the playing cards here. Not a lot being shown, which is disappointing to me. Why not show more? To me, it's a pass at the moment until I see more. But that is that. Just wanted to show you that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time with more.